Rayman, look what the pirates have done to our world. A planet of anguish and pain, haunted by evil. A dark place, teeming with fierce monsters. Nothing can stop them now that they have captured you. They've taken everything and reduced our people to slaves. The robots search for innocent prey. In the chaos, they exploded the heart of the world. The 1,000 lumps of energy which form it have been scattered. We are getting weak. Soon, it will be too late. You must escape, Rayman. You are our only hope. The Buccaneer. The pirate's prison ship. Commander, the Admiral Razorbeard. Slaves on board, reaching 19,000. Wake up, Rayman. I have sent you help. Water, spare us. Oh. Help. Rayman? Glowbox, my friend! Are you okay, Rayman? Not really. I feel weak and my powers have disappeared. You know, Glowbox, I think this might be the end. No, not the end. Glowbox brings something. Good gift from Lee. Lee, the fairy. A silver loam. Incredible. I can feel its energy building up in me. I can now shoot with my fist again. Glowbox, we're saved. Woohoo! Yay! Let's go see Lee. She'll give me all my powers back. Well, isn't this something? Hello. How are you all doing? My name is Jixtus, and welcome to a video 3 years in the making. This is RetroBinge episode 8. It's actually kind of nostalgic, for many reasons, being here. This is the first episode of RetroBinge since, let me look it up. It was 3 years ago. It was December 29th, 2016. Oh my god. Not only am I playing another N64 game, but it's also been 3 years. And this is really the series that I really wanted to make on my channel before I switched to gameplay compilations. And right now, I am starting it again just because I wanted to, just because I can. This is Rayman 2, The Great Escape. It was released in the late 1990s, I believe. Let me look it up. It was released in October 29th, 1999. So this game is pretty old. I mean, it's an N64 game. This is a platformer, 3D platformer for the N64, and it is highly regarded as one of the best 3D platformers of the generation. It is the sequel to the original Rayman for the PlayStation 1, and it is one of the most popular versions of Rayman. It's also very well ported. You can find this on the Dreamcast, the N64, which I'm playing on, the PlayStation 1, the PC, and there's even a mobile remake, as well as several other ports that you can buy. This game is one of my favorite games of all time. It's a fantastic platformer, and I cannot wait to show it to you. Now, there are some things that I want to get in order before we begin. First off, I hope you enjoyed the intro, because I probably will not be doing any voice acting. I'm not a professional voice actor, nor do I claim to be. I just thought that it would be fun to do a little bit of narration, and I probably will read out what's on screen to you, but I will not do any more narration in the voice of the characters. I'll just narrate it out for you. Second off, I'm changing up the style of RetroBinge. Initially, it was going to be me going through all my retro games and playing them all in short succession. I would play all the games that I didn't like for maybe a couple episodes, and then I would end them off, just because I really wanted to get to the games that I liked, which I would save best for last. Now, this is obviously one of my favorite games, and I have plenty more bad games to show you. I decided that I really don't care about waiting, and I just wanted to show you some really, really fun games. So Rayman 2 is going to be first in this lineup. I haven't decided any of the other games I'm going to be playing, but I've wanted to record Rayman 2 gameplay for quite some time. So that the whole RetroBinge layout is going to change, and hopefully we'll get to the games that are a lot more well-designed a lot sooner. So that means no more 8 in the First Chronicles, unfortunately. God, that game was terrible. And we're going to instead move on to fun games like Mario 64, Rayman 2, Banjo-Kazooie, and other games like that. So I really hope that I will find more enjoyment in doing this. And I think that's about it. I will slowly get this back up into my channel. It's not going to become a regular thing. I'm an adult now. I have my own life to take care of, but this will be an exciting new venture. Well, not really new, but it will be an exciting venture that I hope to what's the word? Recreate, I suppose. And we'll do this level by level. I might do 2 levels this episode, but the next episode will be probably 1 level, and I will just keep doing one level after level until I beat in the game. I do intend on 100%ing it, so this can serve as a walkthrough, but I'm not going to make it a point to tell you every little facet about this game and where you can find everything, but if there are secrets, I will show them to you. If there are bonus levels and bonus content, I will show them to you. So I'm playing this on the N64. This is not an emulator. Here, you can probably hear in my joystick. This is an actual, real-to-true, real-life N64 that I'm playing on. No emulator here. This took quite a bit of time to set up, so I'm really excited to get started. If you hear my mic moving around, I apologize. I'm still figuring out the whole recording thing with this capture card. What's nice about my Rainbow Six Siege compilations is that it's just all done through Shadowplay, so I don't really have to worry about a capture card or capture software or recording software in general. But if you want to know what I'm using, I am using a Hauppauge HD PVR2, and I am outputting from my computer monitor into OBS, which is then going to be edited after I stop recording. So with all of that out of the way, oh yes, one more thing. This will be minimally edited, so I'm not going to be doing a whole bunch of edits. But so this is gonna just be me naturally talking to you, and I'm sorry if there are a lot of ums and a lot of filler words and a lot of pauses, because I haven't done this in a while, and so I don't really have even though it's been 3 years, the words might not come to me as easily as they could have if I had been doing this for the past 3 years. So I hope that you all enjoy this, and we're going to get started. So Rayman 2, like I said, is a game that came out in 1999, sort of near the tail end of the is the middle tail end of the N64's lifespan. It is the sequel to the popular action platforming game Rayman 1, but this game is a drastic tonal difference as well as a visual difference, whereas Rayman 1 was extremely colorful, and there were enemies aplenty. This game features very dark tone, a very sad setting. This game is very much not a game for kids as it's advertised to be. I can't believe that this game got its rating of I don't even remember. Is it E? Is it E? Hold on. I got this. It is E. Wow. Yeah, this game has a lot of dark themes, and it's got a lot of weird visuals that do not translate well these days, as it is about 20 years since its release. So definitely a kids game, but also there are some elements in here that are not for kids. This game is obviously 3D, and Rayman 1 was 2D, so obviously this is even bigger difference between Rayman 1 and Rayman 2. And then Rayman 3 came out a couple years later, I believe for the Xbox. It is regarded as the weakest of the series, and a lot of people debate as to whether this game or Rayman 1 are the best of the series. I prefer this game over Rayman 1. I've played both Rayman 1 and Rayman 2. I have yet to play Rayman 3. I don't know if I ever will, but it seems to be quite a enjoyable experience. I've always loved this game, and I've always thought of it as a more obscure title, but it does get a lot of love from a lot of people, so I'm really happy to see that this game is regarded so highly. This is not the optimal way to play what I'm doing right now. It's the N64 version. If you really want to play this game, I suggest the way it was intended, with an N64 or Dreamcast or PlayStation. I do not recommend doing the PlayStation version. They cut out about half of the game, and it's fully voice acted, but the entire game is about half as long as the Dreamcast and N64. People regard the Dreamcast version as the best way to play, but I do not have a Dreamcast, nor do I wish to get a Dreamcast, so I'm going to be sticking with the N64 version. Okay, with that huge spiel out of the way, let's begin the game. So right now we're on the prison ship Buccaneer with our friend Globox. He has told us that we need to go see Lee the Fairy, which I agree. That is how we progress the story along. And in order for us to escape, we need to be able to shoot energy pellets from our fists. And we weren't able to do that until about 10 minutes ago when Globox gave us the silver lum. So, let's begin by exiting the Buccaneer. You're going to notice immediately that there are some weird red things that float towards us. These are red lums. You may have seen the word lum from the beginning of the game when I think it was Lee, narrated to us those are red lums. They are Rayman's health. They are how Rayman gets his health back. We have just landed on the edge of the Buccaneer, and unfortunately, Glowbox and his silly ass decided to knock us out of the ship, and Rayman screams as he falls down to the ground. So we get our first cinematic cutscene. Glowbox! Alright, so, like I said, those red lums are our health. What we need to do is capture the yellow lums, and we have just landed in the Glade of Dreams. I believe that's what this level is called. This is the very first level in the game, and we are about to meet a very special character by the name of Murphy. Hello, Murphy. How are you doing? Hi, Rayman. Glad to see that you escaped. I'm Murphy, and I'm here to be your guide. You see that stone right next to us? There. It's a magic stone which can read your thoughts. If you need some help, pass close to a stone, and I'll quickly appear to your mind and help you. If my advice sounds confusing, stay next to the stone and keep B pressed. I will appear and repeat the instructions. So he's essentially our tutorial character. He leads us through the game. He's, I think, featured in almost every game except for the first. If you hear in the distance, you can hear somebody screaming, "Help!" And that is our incentive for this game. So the yellow lums, if you've ever played Banjo-Kazooie, the yellow lums are essentially your music notes. There's no real equivalent in Mario because the coins aren't really required, and the yellow lums aren't really stars. The best equivalent is really the music notes from Banjo-Kazooie. So if you ever played that, the Banjo-Kazooie music notes are essentially your guide through this world. If you want to progress, you're going to need a certain amount of music notes. So the yellow lums serve as that barrier. We're going to need a few of them every time we want to progress the story. I won't exactly say what we need to get yet because it hasn't been mentioned, but they are integral for us completing especially 100% of the game. There are also a bunch of these are the stones, by the way, that Murphy was talking about. So if I will show you. Keep B pressed. Go on. There we go. Sorry, I shot and then I had to repress it. Hey, Rayman. Glad to see that you escaped. Yep. I'm just showing you exactly what he does. Murphy's always scared me because of that wide smile that he's got there, and he also speaks in whispers. But he's always been a little bit on the creepy side. I'm going to give you a little bit of a rundown for the controls after I tell you a little more about the lums. So the other lums in this game, there are the green lums, which serve as our checkpoints. Whenever we grab one, if we need to respawn, it will respawn us at that checkpoint, as long as we're still in the level. There are the blue lums, which are little pockets of air. So if we are underwater and we grab a blue lum, there is going to be a little bit of air. Some yellow lums have like smiley faces on them. Those serve as 5 or 10 lums, and I believe that is depending on the lum itself, so it's not always consistent. There are also the silver lums, which we will get throughout the game, which improve our abilities, and the purple lums, which serve as rings that we can hook ourselves onto and swing. So, a little bit of the rundown. We press A to jump, B to throw our energy pellets. We press the right bumper to see our stats. You can see that we need 5 yellow lums and 2 cages. And then, I believe the left, you can hear that kind of weird sound, is me pressing the left bumper, which is our camera. We can sort of control our camera. I think. I don't remember exactly what it does. And then, obviously, pausing is our pausing is, pressing start. And I won't exactly go into detail what you might have saw. That was, here, I'll just show you. So you see that lum on the right there by our cursor, where we have resume game and then we go to load and the lum is floating down to it. Those are the smiley lums that I was just talking about. The bottom left are the 4 masks, which we will need to collect throughout the game. And that doesn't feel like spoiler content because those are in the game already, as you can see in the menu. Alright, the other thing that we need to do, that we need to press are the Z buttons, which does Z targeting. Yes, this game has Z targeting. The joystick obviously helps us control our character. And one more thing, when we are in the air, we can press A again to put up our helicopter air, which allows us to float safely to the ground. There is no falling damage in this game, but it is a nice way to control yourself. Alright, so that was a cage. Here, he's going to tell us a little bit about them. Great, you have just smashed a pirate cage. Destroy lots of them. They're full of energy. What's more, you see that bright sphere there? That's a yellow lum. I'm sorry about that. Gather a lot of them. They'll give you access to secret places. And they'll teach you all the secrets of the world. I don't know if they do that, but take the lum and hold L down. You'll see. Oh, there we go. Alright. So, a little bit of a weird camera angle there. It opens up that. Ooh, there we go. Yellow lums are the 1,000 fragments of the heart of the world broken by the pirates. They contain universal knowledge. The more you gather, the more you will learn. You can access the secrets of the world by pressing L. Find 49 lums to advance. So I am naive right now. I forgot that was actually a thing. So now we know what L does. So we're going to continue on. So this right here is actually not an enemy. I believe you can kill it though, right? You can't, never mind. That's actually an enemy. That's actually a friend of ours from Rayman 1. That's a little Easter egg. The little mosquito buddies. So you can point the camera with Z, up, down, left, and right. So the C-pad. There we go. That controls our camera. Alright, cool. It's been a long time since I've played any platformer, so you're going to have to give me a little bit to get used to these controls. It's been a long, long time. Even longer since I've done RetroBinge. So, yellow lums are integral to progressing through the game, like I said. You have to collect a lot of them, and I will try and collect every single one throughout this game. All 1,000. So those guys are harmless little bugs, but they're a little Easter egg to the first game, which is kind of cool. I believe there's one behind this waterfall over here, so we're going to, yep, hell yeah, let's do it. Gang. What's really cool, you can hang onto the walls whenever you want. So what's cool about this game is that, he's going to tell you about your helicopter here. What's cool about this game is that the ledge grabbing mechanics are pretty much instant. So you grab onto a ledge, and then you can immediately press A to jump off of it, which is a really nice feature, and it really makes this gameplay quite clean. We're gonna turn the camera around so we know where we're going, and then we're gonna climb. Ooh, just made it. These are Globox's children. Daddy saved Rayman. Where's Daddy? I love these guys. They're so cute. That is to say, we were separated, and no, not Daddy Globox. We want our daddy. Don't worry now, kiddies. I'll bring your dad back. But first, I have to find Lee. She likes to hang around here. Have you seen her? Have you seen her? Yep, that's right. What? The mean old pirates took Lee over there. Gosh, they're so cute. They sound like squeaky toys. It's so cute. I've got to set her free. So that's what we're going to be doing in this game. In this first level, we're going to be setting her free, I believe. It has been quite a long time since I've played through this game. I have watched a playthrough fairly recently, so I know sort of what's going on. Oh, hello, Murphy. I'll bet you like to know how to climb. You see these two walls? Yeah, you can stand in between them and press A and jump and stuff, and you'll naturally climb onto them. So there's our last Lum right there. And you're about to meet another character pretty soon. So here we go. Oh. There we go. We got our 5th Lum. Very good. It's very easy to get this first level 100%ed because it's pretty much required that you get all the 5 Lums. Well, not required, but it's very easy, very hard to miss them. And these are the Teensies. You may recognize them as villains and... Oh, sorry. I congratulate you on your courage. I should probably read these. Don't listen to him. I am the king of the Teensies. But... No. I'm the real king. Come on, who's the king? It's me. 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 No, me. 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 No, me. No, me. 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 Stop!
Stop!
I absolutely must see Lee. Do you know where she is? He's got you cute. Yes, it's you. It's you. This is not easy to say, but I have to tell you this. The pirates have taken Lee to the Fairy Glade, and they've locked her in one of their strongholds. To find her, you'll need to go through the Hall of Doors. The hall is a magical place. It leads to many other worlds. Only the Teensies know how to get there. The passage requires 5 Lums, but I see that you have them. Okay, so yeah, you do need 5 Lums for this. Nice, let's go. Gas. Prepare yourself for a great journey. He gets a running start and dives straight into the Hall of Doors. So the Hall of Doors is our little hub world, which we will... Oh my god. Yes, I would like to save. The Hall of Doors is essentially our hub world. We are able to essentially go to any level we want as long as we have unlocked it. Rayman, you are now in the Hall of Doors. From here, you may enter many new worlds. Use the stick to place the Lum on the door of your choice, and press A to jump. Now hurry and rescue Lee. Thank you, Murphy. Bye-bye. She is being held in the Fairy Glade. Well, that just looks like we're about to be going. Very cool. So, this is our little hub world. What's really cool is that you can, whenever it's red, you have 100% of the level, I believe. So, you kind of run through each of these levels. It's a really cool way of showing what levels you're going to be doing next and showing your progress. It's really, really neat. It's much better than the Isle of Doors, which the Dreamcast has. So, yeah, that's it. Like I said, the Teensies are the other things that you can get. Besides Lums, you can get the Teensies from the cages. They're also locked up and are featured in other games like Rayman Legends and Rayman Origins, even as the main villain. And they're also they also make their appearance in Rayman 1 as the magician in the beginning of the game. So that's very cool. They have a pretty significant role in this story. So it's very exciting to hit their cages and free them. Alright, so we're going to go from the, was that right? The Woods of Light. Darn it. Oh, it's not right. That's the Woods of Light. That's the first level. We're going to do the Fairy Glade. So after this level, I am going to stop the recording, but don't worry, I'll start another one right back up, and we will continue after that. So, let's dive into the Fairy Glade. This one has 50 Lums and 7 cages. Quite a big feat, but I do not believe you can actually 100%. It's either this level or one of the next levels. It's actually impossible to 100% it until you reach one of the later levels, which is kind of strange. It's one of the few times there's actually branching pathways that lead to an entirely different level, but I can forgive the game. It's still fun. It's still awesome. here we are. So this is the real first level. That first level, the first level we did, the Woods of Light, is sort of the tutorial level. This is really where the game starts to show its true colors. So we've got a lot of pathways. Let's see what's over here. Also, might I add, this music is a banger. Hurry up, Rayman, we want our daddy bag. Yes, yes, yes. The music in Rayman is phenomenal. This game's soundtrack is absolutely fantastic. The first game was also very good. While the first game has a lot of music that is quite quippy, like it can be heard out of context and you can just put it anywhere, this game's music is really thematic. It very much fits the tone of the game, so it's very nice. It's very beautiful music. So we are swimming right now. We can dive by pressing Z, and we can ascend by pressing A. Honestly, a very simple and very easy to use swimming system. I love it. So there's those blue lumps I was talking about. They are full of air. Yes, they are. You can see that we have a very big lung span, but not a very big health span. So here's our first cage of the game, of the level. That's very nice. Do not believe there's anything else around here. That will not dissuade me from looking. Yes, 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 I can see the tutorial. Thank you, Murphy. I would recommend, after watching this playthrough, looking up the speedrun for Rayman 2. It's honestly fantastic. There's so much that goes into the speedrun, and this game, although it takes, I don't actually really know how many hours it takes to beat, they can beat it in just over an hour. It's quite fantastic. So, there we go. There's our first lum. First regular lum of the game, and I believe we have to go over here. What is over there? Let's take a look. Yes, I do not believe there's any reason to go over here. Ah, whoa. Okay, that's strange. Do not remember that? Yeah, there's no reason to go over here. Alright. So, little known fact, the developers of this game wanted to build Rayman, but they did not know if they were going to be able to make a good 3D platformer, so they made Tonic Trouble before they made this game. And it was, I've never played Tonic Trouble. I've heard, okay things about it. I believe people think it's, well, there's that first green lum. There we go, swimming not advised. So, here, I'll show you exactly what happens if you swim. There are piranhas in the water. And I'll show you what happens with the green lum. You'll see that I disappear, and I respawn right here where the green lum was picked up. So, I lost a little bit of health, but that's fine. There's, you can destroy those piranhas, which jump over the platforms, and you can go over here. Alright, what does it say? Yeah, collect the red lums. So they made Tonic Trouble, and it was I don't know if it was a successful game, but it definitely gave the developers confidence, and ooh, the music has changed. See, that's one good thing about this game, is that the music is constantly dynamic and changing. And there's our switch that has been hit, and we can go over and go through that door, but we're not going to do that just yet, because there is a little bit of a divulging path, and we can go get the other cage. I'm just looking over here, making sure. So there's a little bit of water, but we should be able to jump over it. And there's our cage. Alright. So there we go. There's our cage. Just slowly but surely progressing. And so, Tonic Trouble gave developers of Rayman, Michel Ancel, and the rest of the Rayman team the confidence to develop Rayman 2, and this game was a smash hit. Oh my gosh, why did I say that weird? Alright. If you die, you reappear where you took the you last took one. So, if we go over back to where that piranha was, you'll notice that the green lump has reappeared, so we can go back there and re-grab it. But we're not going to do that. We don't need to. So, we have a little sliding section. Quite fun. Pretty cute. You'll notice that the draw distance in this game is kind of lackluster. It's one of the few gripes I do have with this game. It's kind of hard to see where you're going. You have to sort of be a little careful where you go, because you could miss something because of the draw distance. It's usually not too big of an issue, but sometimes, especially in this next segment, after we go over up there, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. But first, we're going to jump over here and get a very well hidden and often overlooked green lump. No, yellow lump. Oh my gosh. So, we can't actually swim in this water. There are piranhas. It is a staple in this game that piranhas are in pretty much every bit of bad water. No, we don't really need it. That's fine. Alright, so it's going to take us around. That's the only yellow lump in this place, so we can just continue on with our day. And that thing is going to go right back to where it was. Sort of. Whatever, it's fine. We've gotten all the lumps we can, I believe, so let us make our way into the next segment of Low. Very fun. I hope you all are doing well. It's been 3 years after all, so it's I've gotten older. I'm no longer the same person that I was 3 years ago, and I hope you all are still alive and kicking and having fun and living your best life out there. It's definitely been a journey being here and doing my own thing, but I've also missed doing this. This is great. It's definitely a lot more personal than my compilations. Oh, there's an enemy. I believe that is a black lump, if I am not mistaken. They're constantly spawning out of that, so you don't really want to stick around here for too long. You can't control the camera. That's fine. There we go. You can always tell that you're making progress with that little jingle. I do not believe anything is right here. So we're going to continue. Look how this music is just constantly changing. It's great. I love it. Alright, so we're going to turn the camera around. And I'm going to take a little slide. There we go. Kind of hard to see stuff, but that's fine. See that draw distance? Those red lumps didn't really appear until I was right next to them. It's one of the few things that is a little weird with this game. One of the coolest part of the game... Oh, yes. So, here. If you see right there at the top left, you see that lamp right next to my health bar? You can actually, there's that little wall, that's a little dam over there. You can actually go behind that later in the game and you'll be able to get the cage you're hearing right now. But yeah, I've definitely missed doing this. See that cage right there on the right? We can't actually get that right now. We have to wait until quite far into the game, I believe, in order to get that. So that's it's a little strange. It's a weird choice, but what are you gonna do? So we're gonna jump, and I like how the camera is just staying still while we go over this. Little waterfall area. It's really cool, honestly. Like, this camera is awesome. Like, it is constantly very cinematic, and it leads to some really, really cool angles and stuff like that. Alright. So we have 10 lumps out of 50. Not the most interesting level so far, but we're about to get our first taste of combat. Not right here, unfortunately. We can't actually kill that robot because we need him alive in order to progress. But we're going to go over here into the side room first and get a couple extra lumps. That'll be fun. Yeah, I've definitely missed doing this. Doing the compilations has been a lot of fun. I've learned a lot about editing. I've had so much fun editing. But there's a little bit. There's a personality that's missing with that. Not being able to communicate with the audience that may or may not watch this. Come on, there you go. I'll be editing you. So, and I'll still keep doing. Oh, what the heck? I have never seen that before. That's a little strange visual bug. I don't believe there's anything else for me up here, so we're gonna climb down and hopefully grab this. Never mind. Alright, I think there is another lemon there, so we are gonna go back. I'm a goober, and here we go. So, let's see. I could be wrong. Yeah, there is. Right there in the center. Wah! There are two. There we go. Very nice. Alright, we're at 20 of 50. That makes sense. That looks like that makes sense. So I'm going to keep doing the compilations. I'm going to keep making Rainbow Six Siege compilations. Unfortunately, right now, I have hurt my hand. It's fractured right now, so it's I don't think it's going to really change how well I perform with platforming, since it's been years since I've done a platformer, but... Oh. Did I hit him? I don't know. But I can't at the moment play Rainbow Six. It just requires too much effort, and it requires too much, I've hurt my right hand, so it affects my mouse. I can play other games that are simpler, but Rainbow Six is such a complicated game with that requires a lot of precision and a lot of flicks, and I can't do that right now. But I have been playing a new game, Valorant, which you probably have heard of. It's been a lot of fun. Surprisingly, I have been able to play that to some effect, and I've gathered some clips. Oh, the camera's not happy with me. Alright, we're gonna stand right here and jump out of the way. There we go. 360 into a hit. Cool. Do not believe that there is anything over here. Use your shadow and your helicopter. That's a good idea. Here we go. So I'll have one in the works pretty soon. At the time of this recording, which is probably the day I'm going to upload it, I have I have nothing planned for the game, recording the game, because I'm still recovering, and I haven't started to make a new compilation, but there will be one in the works pretty soon. I'm really excited for Rainbow Six. The new season is just going to be coming out soon. Steel Wave, it looks awesome. The changes... Here, yeah, you grab onto these webs. The changes to it look awesome. Not gonna lie. Really excited about the changes to Rainbow Six. The new operators, Ace and Malusi, look great. I'm really excited about Ace. A new hard breacher is always neat. Please. It's hard not taking damage here. Alright, we're good. So, these band-aids right here, which are covering doors, we can actually shoot these with our fist, but there are some which are made of metal, which we have to explode. Ace looks really cool. Oh, there's our first robot, which we will be fighting. So, Malusi looks annoying, I'm not gonna lie, she looks really annoying, and I do not like how Nook does not counter the proximity mines. The new Dokkaebi Elite looks garbage, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's alright, I'll be stopping talking about it pretty soon. But I'm really looking forward to the Amaru buff. If you don't play Rainbow Six, she has a grappling hook which she can grapple through windows, and it used to be that whenever she grappled to a window, it would break the barricade in the window. And so Ubisoft is changing it so that the barricade breaks when you go through the window, which might not sound like a big deal, but with a character that requires the element of surprise like a Maru, she actually is going to need that buff, and she's needed it desperately. She's one of my favorite operators, but she's been so inconsistent. She can either get the jump on everybody and get an ace really quickly, or she can get killed right as she enters a room. So it's kind of iffy. Alright, careful, there are lots of pirates in the area. There's a good chance you'll have to fight one. Ooh! No, wait. To move around during combat, press Z. This will allow you to keep your enemy targeted, and make it easier to avoid his shots. Very cool. So this will be our first combat. Nice. So unlike Rayman, where there were enemies everywhere, Rayman 2 features very little combat. Combats are one-on-ones usually. They're few and far in between, and the enemy variation is a little bit laggy. But these robots are really cool design, and the music is awesome, so I can't really complain. I will say that this game is really, really easy. So, you see there? We can't actually shoot that away because it's made of metal. But yeah, the first game, it's nearly impossible to beat that game without taking at least 1 point of damage. Whoop. Forgot that he existed. There we go. They also give you a bunch of health whenever you kill one of these pirates. There we go. So this is a keg. We can toss this up or throw it. I believe toss up is A, and to throw it is B. I was right, by the way. No look shot. Let's go. There's a little bit of aim assist in this game, which is greatly appreciated. Otherwise, this game would be way more precise than it needs to be. There's that cage that we saw earlier. This is the top of that hole with the where I fell down, where I glitched through that bridge right there on the left. My bad. I'm sorry. I don't know directions apparently. I'm also excited for the house rework in Rainbow Six. I've always really not liked house. It's just, I know it's been a meme map, but I'm the kind of guy that likes the new Hereford rework, which might invalidate my opinion on pretty much everything, but I don't really care. I like the new Hereford, and I do not like, it's not that I don't like the old Hereford base, but the new one is just so much better. And so the new house is going to be great. The old house was just, it was way too memey. It was way too easy to get spawn peeked and get killed. So I'm glad that it's being reworked. And I'm also glad that it's going to be for casual. But maybe one day they might decide that it is ranked viable. So, ooh, remember this. There we go. Ooh, come on. There we go. Let's go. I am so good at this game. Alright, I do not believe there's anything on the other side of this room, but I'm gonna check just in case. Just because I can. There we go. Oops. No, they wouldn't do that. There's really no BS angles with this game. It's not gonna throw a weird camera angle at you and mess you up. It's actually really well designed. This platforming is just so thematic, like, it's great. Oops. There we go. Alright. We can hit that, and there we go. Finally, the door has been opened. So now we're going to be going to Lee, I believe. This is where we finally meet Lee, or we escape this place. One or the other. I don't quite remember. There we go. Dodge some lasers. To be going downstairs. Yep, this is where we fight Lee. Well, we don't fight Lee. Gosh, that would be kind of awkward. Lee, you're my friend. I want to fight you. But this is where we meet Lee. This is Lee. As opposed to, this is one of the fairies in the fairy glade. There she is. Hello, Lee. Free me, Rayman. Find the machine and destroy it. So the machine is over here. It's actually really, really cool. It introduces a really cool mechanic. with Rayman. Actually, hold on. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's do this. Alright. So, we need to throw this keg against one of the three... Well, we need to throw 3 kegs against all 3 of these band-aids. Come on, make it. Let's go. Oh no. Darn it, there we go. Alright. So, here we go. Let's do this again. Nice. Very cool. We're gonna throw it. We're gonna try something. We're gonna try a speedrunning tactic. Ah, I wasn't close enough. Let's go. Aw, dang it. Yeah, speedrunners throw pellets against that wall on the right there. So that they don't have to turn around and look at the floating bomb in order to explode it. We weren't close enough to that band-aid to destroy it, and unfortunately, it was a bad platformer. So I completely flubbed it, and I did it again. I'm so bad. Come on, pick up the. There you go. All right. Third time's the charm. Let's actually play it safe and all that. Boring, I know, but whatever. Ow, I'm so garbage. This should be easy. This is easy, and I'm just... This is the second level. I'm gonna give myself an excuse. It's been years since I played this game, so I'm actually gonna wait, so I don't have to turn around and awkwardly, shoot my pellets at it. Even though there is a little bit of aim assist, I almost fell off again. God damn it! I'm so bad. Oh, that's bad. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna get this with mental scars. Oh my gosh. I accidentally pressed the A button. This is a comedy of errors. Dear Lord. Who knew that this simple little area would cause so much trouble for me? It's alright. I'm just gonna yeet this over there, and boom. Very easy. So we're gonna run out and say hi to Lee the fairy. Hello, Lee. How are you? There she is. Lee, are you okay? Oh, Rayman, at last. I was afraid Glowbox had failed. Well, I don't blame you. He is a little bit of a goober. He gave me the silver lump, but we got separated. I need to find him and get rid of the pirates. But to do that, I need all of my powers. I am too weak to give you back all your powers. They broke the primordial energy core into 1,000 lums. Yes, we've heard about this. And combining the energy has become very difficult. But there may be another solution. Have you ever heard of Polocus? No. He's the spirit of the world. His power are immense. Good grammar there. He could help you defeat the pirates. Unfortunately, he has been secluded for many years. But there is a legend which says he could be awakened. If you reunite the 4 masks. The 4 masks? These masks are magical and very powerful. They are hidden in secret and mysterious places. Find them, Rayman. It's our only hope. I'll help you by giving all the energy I've gathered. So this oh, did you see his eyes? Oh, he's bugging out. Look at his eyes. Yahoo! His eyes are bugging out. He needs some glasses. Get this poor fool some glasses. Good luck, Rayman. Good luck, me. Now you can grab onto the purple lums. See, those are the purple lums that I was talking about. So that little ability gave us the power to do that. So there we go. With that train wreck of a section, we are able to continue on and finish the level. Very fun. So we're going to take this little rope back, gather a lum, Or two. I feel like I missed a lum. I hope I didn't. There we go. Very fun to grab onto the purple lums, just shoot at them, and then when you want to let go, press A. Alright, there we go. 30. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, I have to hold on to it. That's right. There we go. Alright, on to the next section, and I believe we have one more section to go. Very cool. So we should get our 5th and 6th chests, or sorry. Oh, okay. Well, so we're gonna go back. I'll show you something. So you can actually see that there's a lum over there in the distance. Unfortunately, the camera angle is a little bit weird. That's fine. We can't really do anything about that. But we'll get a crate, one of those cages, down in that platform below, and then we'll get one at the very end. And then the last one is the one that requires us to backtrack to this level. So this is, it's not this platform, but it's one of the lower platforms you can see below us. This is really cool. This part is really cool. Honestly, the amount that they were able to accomplish with this game is just phenomenal. So we're just gonna float down here. Some sweet ass 360s. Let's go. And then we're going to get our 35th lump. Very nice, very nice. So yeah, there's that. There is our. It's kind of hard to do this one-handed. This controller was definitely designed with people who have 3 arms in mind. So not for people like me who have 2 arms. Yeah, that's besides the point. All right, so we have just concluded our. Oh, you don't need to hold it down. All right, cool. So you can just actually press it. Press the A button while you're in the air, and it'll automatically do that. So I can switch to the B button whenever I want. That's nice. That's nice. I take back what I said about the 3 arms. Although it is, the N64's layout is really strange. It's definitely the weirdest controller, first-party controller you've ever seen. And the last part to this fantastic level comes in the, with a little tutorial from Murphy. So we can fly up to these, fly up in these little air currents while we're on the ground, though. I do not believe there are any lums over here. I don't think the draw distance in this game is that bad. Alright, let's finish off this level and this episode. We go. So we won't be able to get all the lums in this level, unfortunately. It's really strange that it is one of the few levels to not give us all the lums, but whatever. What are you gonna do? We're gonna get our last cage, and we'll have completed most of this level. I think they didn't want you getting to the bonus levels that quickly, so they could establish the game proper. Which is an interesting way of not letting the player progress too fast, but you know, it's not horrible. I mean, we're gonna be able to. We should get 45 lums. Man, I hope I didn't miss a lum. That's gonna suck if I do. 42 and 43 are right here, because I believe the last one gives us 5 lums. So as long as we have 45 lums at the end of this, I will feel like we did something. Alright, that's 44. And the last one should be... Oh, gosh. Over here, please. I don't think I missed anything, but... There we go. Alright, thank God. We're at 45. Great. We have pretty much 100% of this level, as much as we could. It's really not enjoying me messing with the camera angles. Oh, we actually get more. Okay, alright. Huh. Makes me wonder if there's anything over there. Hold on. There are actually 46 lums. And there's 47. I guess the last 2 lums are in the other cage. Okay. Very cool. Come on. Yeah. Hell yeah. That's honestly one of the cooler parts about this game. Oh, I almost missed it too, man. Alright, so the last cage is actually right here. We just shoot up, and there's a teensy. And so we just have to wait until he's at the portal, and then we can beat the level, and we'll end the episode off not with a bang, but with a goodbye to everybody. And there we go, the Fairy Glade. Unfortunately, we can't completely beat the level right now, so we can't do the bonus level. I think that's the reason why they put that in there, that little... They were like, we don't want to introduce the player into the bonus level first, like with the first real level, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna have them access the level at a later date. And so that is as good as it's going to get for this level. Oh, come on. I have to unfortunately the controller is a little bit finicky with the controller pack. There we go. So you're probably going to see that screen a lot through this episode, through these episodes, but it's just the console's old and the controller's old. But anyway, that is going to be it. That actually was a really long recording, but I'm going to run with it because I think you all deserve it. It's my gift to you for not playing anything for RetroBinge in 3 years. I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please give the like button a hit. I really feel bad for saying that. I do not like saying hit the like button, but I've actually seen that it does work. It does actually help the stats. So if you did like the video and you would like to see more, go ahead and hit the like button. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe. I'm never going to ask anybody to subscribe, but if you ever feel that I deserve it, you can also hit that too. It's free. So other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you all in the next video where we tackle the Marshes of Awakening. Until then, I'll see you guys later.